Boys and girls, welcome to the... You know, I was having a perfectly wonderful night playing Just Cause 3. And we had to interrupt it to talk about WWE TLC. I don't know why we're doing that.
Because it's our jobs.
Oh.
Because we have
Wally
to.
hasn't paid me in months.
Because we're broadcast journalists, damn it.
Actually, and we have ethics.
Yeah, and I have 2 houses to pay for and a new Bentley.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are the DarkMatch, and we certainly have more ethics than CNN. As usual, I am your foxy friend Backlash. Joining me tonight are...
I'm tender love and care. Adjectives I will not use to describe this pay-per-view. This is Magpie.
And I'm Canadian Bacon Digipig.
Did you forget your name?
Right, he's like, I'm Canadian, please next.
Yeah, I usually don't do it in that order, but I decided to switch it up.
Okay, cool. And I'm Ironbite Dash. And this is What is the Iron Sheik tweeting now? Please, Jesus, call me so I come suplex these jabronis one by one by one by one. Hashtag GOP debate.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first time I didn't understand one of your Sheik impersonations. I'm like, wait, what is he saying?
I'd love to see Ted Cruz eat a fucking suplex.
Oh, that would be so great. Hey, let's rename TLC to TNA. Because this is just bullshit.
This was what the fuck?
It's like it's been getting steadily worse since we stopped covering TNA. It's like, no, you don't get to escape. We'll bring the bullshit straight to your door.
Yeah, what used to be a day off is now a day on.
And here's the thing, guys. The one good thing, but we're actually bitching about is they got Roman Reigns over in Philadelphia.
Oh, did they ever? They had to fucking, tear the world apart to do it, though.
But they got him over in Philadelphia a year after he got booed out of the building while standing next to The Rock.
That's actually, Digi has a point. Remember the TLC pay-per-view, like the promo before this, where they showed the Roman in the side-scroller, and we all thought it'd be cool, and some of us remarked that, hey, I'd like to play that game. Well, WWE booked that with the League of Nations. It's essentially like what we used to do, what America used to do in video games, where you would beat through the nation, and whoever was the final boss was our enemy at the time.
Hello, Strider.
Yeah, of course, that doesn't count for Ireland, but you get the point. Roman Reigns is just booked to beat video game villains. Let's go on.
Yeah.
I think we've just, completely spoiled this review, but yeah, let's start
we're getting way ahead of ourselves. So we start the night with Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch.
Oh, and Sasha's from Boston.
Yes, she is.
Uh-huh.
I never pay attention
boss.
to who people are.
That's where the attitude comes from. It's natural, it's pure, it's fucking brilliant. Just like Sasha Banks.
Yeah, so Sasha Banks and Team Bad apparently get to come out while Becky Lynch is all by her lonesome.
She didn't even get to do her rad opening and just run out to that whoa. I mean, granted though, if I booked WWE, I'd be treating Sasha Banks like the second coming of Christ, but you still should at least give Becky Lynch an entrance. For fuck's sakes, it's a pre-show. You have time for it.
No, apparently we have to have Team Bad Day, because that's what they've basically become. They are the female New Day now.
Pretty much.
Yeah, this worked for someone else. Let's just apply it to something else. Actually, I'm surprised the New Day aren't getting buried yet. Because how dare they get themselves over?
I know. How dare they? How dare they sell merchandise like they did?
Hey, Backlash, WWE tried to bury him, okay?
Yeah,
Don't fault them.
Work.
They were doing what they were supposed to do, and New Day, those wily little rascals.
Really?
Yeah, I use wily rascals. I'm ashamed of myself, too.
Thank you. Anyways,
those rascals.
This is a back-and-forth match because Sasha and Becky can't have a bad match.
Oh, God, no. They're just,
really
so complimentary to each other, man. I mean, I loved Bailey versus Sasha in the Iron Woman match, but I'm still infatuated with how good their NXT match was with Banks and Becky. That was a tremendous match. I still would call that match of the year. Granted, though, I mean, I'm not saying that match is good as this match, but they're just amazing chemistry.
Unfortunately, you also have Team Bad Day at ringside, so it's basically Becky taking on 3 people. It doesn't work out too well for her.
Now, that would sound like it would be a cool WWE comic book. Like if they wanted to rip off Scott Pilgrim, they just do it with Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch versus the world.
Tell me you wouldn't read that, Iron Bite, holding his glasses right now.
Actually, I would. But who would be the Ramona Flowers person?
Well, if you want to roll the reverse is Finn Balor, but we're not writing fan fiction right now.
Okay. Becky taps to the bank statement. I'm not gonna. We can't really go through too much of this match because the WWE didn't. So.
Do you think this match like a pre-show? Granted, I mean it's a good match, but you think it kind of tarnishes a later match, or it's not even going to matter by the time we get to that point?
Considering this is WWE TNA, yeah, it don't matter.
Yikes.
Oh, I really don't care about the social media lounge. Does anybody care about the social media lounge?
Nope. Skip.
Oh.
Triple threat ladder match.
Yeah, the one of the 3 matches that I'm actually excited for. The triple threat ladder match for the WWE Tag Team titles. Lucha Dragons, the Usos, and the New Day. That herd of unicorns.
New Day rocks. New Day rocks.
And
You guys can't see me pelvic thrust.
We don't want to.
And thank God for that.
Oh, by the way, I started following Xavier Woods for his YouTube show. Good Lord, that man is a damn good gamer.
I believe it.
So he can actually like go through all 12 levels of Battletoads.
Nobody can go through all 12 levels of Battletoads.
But if anybody can, it's somebody that can use the power of positivity. And Xavier Woods brought that to the commentary tonight.
Thank God we had some decent commentary.
Remember when he called out JBL and mixed it up? He's like, stay out with the different guys. Sin Cara, okay, is bigger.
It's like, you know, I know what was going to happen because I could see it coming from a mile away. But at the same time, this match was great. There were great ladder spots. There was one big ladder spot.
Oh my God, that sliced bread through the ladder. Holy shit!
Yeah, that was
Sorry,
amazing.
Samurai del Sol.
There were ladder spots on top of ladder spots.
It's like Biggie was only there to be a crash pad for everybody, because there were bodies flying every which way.
Well, if there's anybody's arms who I want to fall into and catch me, it would be Big E. I mean, how could you not want to have that delicious chocolate? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so for a company that anesthetized me to ladders matches in general, it's hard to be like, I like all these teams, but I'm just like, oh, it's a ladder match. I don't care. I mean, it's going to be group chaos. Maybe some cool shit would happen, but those guys just got me into it. I mean, the last ladder match that I really, really popped for was Dolph Ziggler versus Harper. That was the one where I'm like, that's a perfect fucking ladder match. After that, I'm like, eh. But this got me excited. I really liked it for something I didn't care about to begin with.
Really? Because Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens didn't get you going at all?
Oh, I like that match, but I still like, I would still say Ziggler versus Harper was just like perfect for me.
Well, damn. Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah, and I like that match, but it's just like that was the last like ladder match where even though it wasn't built up, this wasn't either, but at least like that feud wasn't as built up as it. That match absolutely delivered.
Yeah.
Just complimenting the characters and the men and everything like that. This match though, what I'm saying is I walked in feeling like, okay, WWE kind of just like be enjoying ladder matches for me, but yeah, they got me to enjoy it, and it was good. And for a couple of teams that kind of had some mishaps, and I'm not saying New Day, but like Lucha Dragons, they had a couple mishaps recently. For them to have that streak of bad luck and then get this match, awesome to see.
Finish comes when Xavier Woods remembers he's got to protect the titles and chucks the phone.
This is a no DQ match. This is a no DQ match. I will be right back.
And he chucks that trombone at Kalisto, who is all alone on the ladder.
Hit him right in the back, too. Like, oh, God.
And I'm going to tell you guys, as a former trombonist, that doesn't hurt at all.
Of course.
It's made of brass. It's one of the lightest lightest metals you could make anything out of.
And yet you still have to sell it like death because wrestling.
Wait, do you think you can sell it? Do you think you can sell it in a way like, imagine one of the guys is up there and Xavier hucks the trombone, and then the guy gets hit with it, and then he just looks at Xavier like, what the fuck did you just throw at me? And he's just like so perplexed by that, just by the fact that someone threw that at him. The other guy just climbs up and just takes the belts.
See, that would have been a better spot. If, Kalisto gets hit, he goes, did you just chuck the trombone at me? Yeah, I did. That didn't hurt at all. And then Kofi comes in with the sunset flip powerbomb. Hey, that'd be a better spot. No, instead it's thunk. Oh my God, it was like getting hit by a boulder. I got melted.
Oh boy.
A New Day retains because
Big E's hypnotic hips.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Don't look directly at him when he's pelvic thrusting. I mean, even though it's kind of hard to separate yourself from that chiseled, delicious.
Yeah, no.
It's like the Jungle Book with the fucking glowing eyes and shit.
Our next match is Rusev wins because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we've got a whole string of matches here I couldn't give a crap about.
Let's see. Jack Swagger loses to Alberto Del Rio.
In a chairs match.
I know, in a fucking chairs match.
It's like the bastard stepchild of the TLC match.
I know. I just don't get... I mean, without chairs to the head, there's no point anymore.
Does that fucking shit with piling chairs up make any sense?
No.
Here's when it makes sense. It makes sense when you have a regular last match, or let's say a no DQ match, and you build to that point. It really means something when you deliver it. I can point to a Terry Funk match when that worked. Homicides use that. It's an ECW tradition, but you have to fucking build to that point. You can't just do it because match stipulation. Like, next thing you know, they're going to be building an entire match around stairs. Oh, God.
I don't see a stairs match.
Wait, didn't they do that?
Yes.
Yeah, they did do table ladders.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Chairs and fucking stairs.
Oh, yeah, there was one year where this was tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs.
Oh, my.
Because why? Why? Because why?
Because Big Show needed something to do.
And that's this match. That's this match in a nutshell. Why is Jack Swagger taking on Alberto Del Rio? Why was Ryback taking on Rusev? We don't know. We just had to fill space.
There you go. Fill space. Injuries.
And it doesn't, I mean, with Jack Swagger and Alberto Del Rio, it makes sense. Zeb Colter. Where's Zeb? Nobody knows.
Until 2 weeks ago when they realized, we didn't explain that. Or was it even a week ago where they're like, he tripped over his scooter. You're an embarrassment. I don't need you. Destiny, I'm going now. Yeah, League of Nations.
Next match, Wyatt family beats a retirement home.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I just don't care about these last three matches. I don't give a shit about. Even though during the tables match, Bubba teased setting the table on fire and putting Bray Wyatt through it.
Which they're not gonna fucking do.
Before he incapacitated someone else, that guy was just like, he stood in the ring for like a good moment, like, okay, I'm getting my win back. And Bubba's like, yeah, I have kerosene. And, what's that called?
It was kerosene.
Thank you. I have kerosene. Look at me squeeze it. Oh, there's a lighter. And the guy's like, okay, I think I'm okay. Breathe. Focus. All right. Face of fear. Go.
Oh, and just so you guys know, only Eric Rowan of the Wyatt family got eliminated. This is Eric Rowan's job now, to be the first eliminated.
If it protects Harper, I don't mind.
Well, he is kind of like the
He's the white sheep of the Wyatt family.
Sacrificial.
Yeah,
lamb.
the white sheep of the black sheep family, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
To the credit, if you're gonna be doing matches like this, it makes sense that at least the Wyatts are winning because that's what you have to do. But it goes into what I talked about like a couple of shows ago. I think when the Dudleys had their first title matches, I like it that it's good for right then, but I don't want to see it long term because I'm just not gonna care. I want to see the new people on the roster there. It's not a dig at the Dudleys; they've been doing good, but it's just that I want to see the new that's there. Granted, though, with injuries, I mean, I have to take what's there at this point. But yeah, this is like Iron Bite's investment. Like, I want to care more into this match because in a real world, I want to see Harper and Bubba beat the shit out of each other because I think that'd be a cool match. But I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't really need to see that. I would rather just see those guys do something else.
Yeah. So next up is an Intercontinental Championship match with Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens.
There goes my nipples.
It's Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens.
And even better, it's not a fucking gimmick match.
No,
it's just a fucking match.
Can I just say I love Kevin Owens' IC title reign. He won it by humiliating his opponent in another 6 minutes, and in the rematch, just like won it in a still a short amount of time. And it's like, all right, you go to the side now. Now we're gonna give this attention. Good job.
Kevin Owens has been the biggest breath of fresh air in the heels since he debuted in NXT. It's the heel that doesn't give a shit.
And yet,
yes,
as I said the last episode, this is going to go largely unappreciated by WWE.
Because he's not the WWE's ideal or whatever. Because Vince still thinks, 6'5" guys can get over. No, that kind of stopped in 2005.
What do you mean? Roman was able to clear the ropes. Clearly, big guys can get over.
Roman's also Samoan, so...
Well, that makes him a super athlete, Iron Bite. And
Vince,
the Samoans, they work really hard. You gotta understand that.
Vince, go have a victory Twinkie, okay?
Victory Twinkie? Listen here, you. I eat zingers.
Okay, go have a victory zinger. I don't care. Good match between these two. They worked it. They worked the crowd very well. Again, Kevin Owens can work the crowd by simply being as loud as Bubba Ray Dudley. Which...
The best piece of advice that he ever got, and Kevin Owens kept saying that was the safeguard for his career, was from Stone Cold Steve Austin. And Kevin Owens has lived by this mantra, and it works for what Iron Bite's saying. Never keep running your fucking mouth.
Yeah. So
clearly he found what's worked for him.
it's a great match, and then the finish happens. It's not dirty deeds. It's a roll up.
Ooh.
And I hear Genghis screaming.
Well, it was one of those matches where the back and forth, like I thought it was going to get sadistic in a borderline fight, but playing to what my original thought is and what the ending is, I think that's worse because the back and forth was like these are two dudes that really scouted each other and they're freaking tough. Would I like to see certain more spots thrown in there? Great, but I think what they're trying to build towards is going to make it like eventually more of a sadistic feud or sadistic within WWE means. Because the roll-up was just like, if you're Kevin Owens, it's like, that's a fucking fluke! It's a roll-up! And then he just gets fucking madder and madder and then just like starts becoming more violent. Granted, they're not going to do circa 2010 Kevin Owens, but it's still going to just like be an impending feud where it's like, alright, I'm going to kill this son of a bitch, and Dean Ambrose is a guy that will die on his shield. He's a fucking Looney Tunes character.
Oh yeah, we're going to have these two fight for the next couple months at least.
And I'm okay with that.
It's going to be great.
Honestly, I'm okay with Kevin Owens getting his ass kicked and Dean Ambrose kicking ass and getting his ass kicked. So
I just hope they leave it out.
Yeah.
Like, just let them do it and have fun and just don't ruin what could be cool. Again.
Like both these guys know how to work psychology, and I think that's key here.
And let's go to the match that I'm not sure why is even happening. It's a WWE Divas title match. Paige vs. Charlotte, Chapter 2.
Does that belt keep getting smaller each week? I'm starting to notice that. Or is Charlotte that big?
I think Paige might be shrinking. I'm not sure. But why did Paige get this match? When, for the past couple weeks, it's been Becky. And I don't understand what's going on. And I'm, like, confused.
They don't know what they're doing with the book there.
Because
It's just like, I feel like they realize, like, we don't really have a plan for what we're doing with the Divas right now. It's like, fuck it, Paige has a rematch.
so it's like you have
Works
to
for
go have
me.
Ric Flair get slapped in the face.
Oh yeah, Ric Flair's out in this chapter because Charlotte's dad. She's big. She's taller than he is, and it's kind of freaky.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, Charlotte, when she's just standing next to a normal WWE diva, she's tall as hell. But when she stands next to her dad, you can tell where Rick took a chair shot to the head, and how many times.
Yeah.
He's like a whack-a-mole.
He really is right now. Good and besides, I mean, bitching about the booking is what we do best. The action was damn good. I'll give it that. They seem to have learned from their last match, some of the stuff that didn't make sense, some of the stuff that works, but it was a good match, and it continues the burn of Charlotte slowly becoming her dad, which is not a bad character to have in this day and age.
And plus, who doesn't love listening to that techno mix of the 2001 theme?
Yeah, I actually do enjoy. I do enjoy it, and it was back and forth. Again, they're doing this back and forth, and then for some reason they decide to cut from the ring to we go backstage where the Bad Day is wearing PCB wigs and watching.
Yeah, they've become like Degeneration Bad.
That's even better.
Oh my god, are we really doing this joke now?
I don't know.
That's the impression I got.
Bad Day, Degeneration Bad.
I was just wondering, why are we cutting to this? It's like, you're really into this match, but I'm sure someone, Vince, was getting bored and was like, cut to something silly.
Here, I'll put these wigs on, damn it.
Why are we putting wigs on?
It worked for Mizark Henry back in the day.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to put on a wig and get paid, so, I don't get it either. I don't get it either. I don't get it either, and we had a nice spot where Rick was caught messing with the turnbuckle because Flair, and Paige hits the Rampage, picture perfect, but Flair manages to break up the pin by putting Charlotte's leg on the bottom rope, and this allows Charlotte to finish her father's work and drop toe hold to the exposed turnbuckle. Paige is out like a light.
Your baby faces, everyone. Oh wait, they're flares. That's all right.
They're flares. They're never faces. Even when they're faces, they're heels. So backstage, Becky's like, Charlotte, Rick, I really don't like how you won. And Charlotte's like, whatever. Come on, let's go party. What? Okay.
Woo!
Woo! And now we come to the bullshittiest bullshit that ever bullshit. The TLC main event. Roman Reigns versus Sheamus. Fuck the crowd.
Oh, the crowd was just Fuck.
Fuck the crowd. In fact, super fuck the crowd, okay? This crowd shat all over this match.
Yeah,
This
They
crowd.
just
I can't
weren't-
blame them.
But I can't. I can actually blame them.
They were shitting all over the whole show, pretty much.
But it was at this point where they reached the peak of shitting on something. They started chanting for Cena.
No, that was the beginning.
We want Cena.
Billy,
That was at
you know
the
what?
start of the match.
They chanted for Punk. They started the wave. They started calling themselves awesome. They paid no attention to the fact that Roman Reigns is trying to do everything he can to get over.
You know, why do crowds like this even pay for these tickets?
I don't understand it. I don't. And now last
And they're
time,
starting to not, because if the dirt sheets are to be believed, they're starting to have to paper in tickets for SmackDown. And they're expecting to have to start doing the same for Raw pretty soon if it keeps going on in this trend.
well, they may have reversed the trend, but it took them realizing Roman Reigns doesn't work as John Cena.
No.
Roman Reigns works as Stone Cold Steve Austin. And when I say that, I don't mean the Stone Cold Steve Austin who would sit backstage with Kurt Angle in a tiny cowboy hat singing bad country songs. I mean the Stone Cold Steve Austin that would interrupt matches, give stunners out, and then walk away. And
Yeah, we have to be
I love
clear
that
on
man
that.
so much. Just so very much I love that man.
It's this they finally figured it out, because guess what? Nobody gives a shit about John Cena.
That crowd did during this match.
Yeah,
That
they
crowd-
wanted him.
And then they I got it. They did more than they wanted Sheamus or Roman in that match. I feel bad for Roman, man.
And I'm
I
sure
think
Philly was one of the anti-Cena places.
But as we get to the finish of the match, I'm not even going to talk about the match itself because the crowd sure didn't give a shit.
I can't think of it. Like, TLC matches, Solo Monster made a good point of it. Those are... I can't remember when there's a terrible TLC match. They're usually they pull it off, but this one was just two dudes going through the motions. At least that's how much like TLC, like as a gimmick, like the ladder match is kind of beaten down to me. Magic does happen, but there are times where it's just like, all right, let's just get this over with. Raw's tomorrow.
Out comes the League of Nations, but it's only Del Rio and Rusev.
Yeah, there's no Barrett.
So the Coalition of Nations, the Alliance of Nations.
I don't know.
Nobody cares about Barrett.
I
They managed to get enough interference on that allows Sheamus to finally, climb up and go, yeah, I beat him! Oh, I beat him! I beat him good! Because I'm doing Donald Trump rather than Irish, because fuck it.
Title shot,
Donald
fella.
Trump sounded. Thank you, Digi. You sounded like one of the background characters in Road Warrior.
Sorry. So as we're seeing Sheamus celebrating, Reigns snaps. He just full on snaps and just unloads. He clears the ring and just beats the fuck out of Sheamus.
Because, we can't have a champion that looks strong.
No.
But
And
this is what Roman should be doing.
it really should have been. It should have been from the word go. Grab a ladder and beat the fuck out of Sheamus.
Oh,
And
he
this
took.
brings out...
And he didn't stop at Sheamus.
No, because he started on Triple H. He just blasted him
Pretty much.
with a Superman punch and then grabbed the chair and was like, yeah, fuck this. I
Yeah,
don't give a shit if
yeah, he beat him so bad, he beat him into injury.
Yeah, he beat him into and he
Which
tried
again,
the power.
that kind of fucks up WWE's plans, because I don't know how much of this is true, but the plan was going to be to have Triple H win the Royal Rumble.
Oh
Oh.
wow, that was gonna go over well.
Yeah, because they wanted to set up Reigns versus Triple H for the title at WrestleMania.
It worked
could do that
so
with-
well with Batista.
Oh wait, I was gonna say they can do that without the Royal Rumble, but I'm like, wait, no, yeah, because of Raw now.
So and oh, by the way, the Spanish announce table sold no shits as well. It didn't fucking break on the power bomb, but sure did on the elbow drop. They might need to look into how they've constructed the Spanish announce table.
Made in Japan. God damn it! This isn't the time. This isn't the time for efficiency.
And this got Roman over with the crowd because they started chanting "Thank you, Roman."
That's what he should have been doing. Roman should have been from the get-go. You just had after I just fought my best friend and like 12 other assholes. Motherfucker, where's the heaviest thing I can get my hands on? You know what? Fuck it. I'll beat you to death with my hands. That's Roman Reigns. Just whip ass and be cool and look cool while doing it. Let him do that. Don't give him a mic. Like, remember one of the coolest Roman lines ever? Like the first Shield interview. It's like when there's something to say, I'll say it. We want that guy.
And I like how that ended. I've got something to say. We're done here. I'm sorry. I just think of that every time.
Oh, so
and now we get tater tots.
And so as the crowd is chanting "Thank you, Roman," because why not? That's how we go off from TNA.
TLC.
No. That's right. Because now we got to talk about Raw. We don't usually talk about Raw. But we're going to talk about Raw.
We don't do this. But the very next night in Philadelphia, the same city a year ago that booed The Rock and Roman Reigns out of the fucking building, they're chanting "Thank you, Roman." How fickle we are. But
it proves one thing though. The Authority got some type of comeuppance in a long stretch of times when that hasn't happened. Now, granted, are they going to do some wacky stuff where they'll win at the end? Probably, but for now, Triple H got beat with a fucking chair.
So, we're just gonna talk about the Roman segments for Raw.
Yeah.
Because this is the best part of Raw. Everything else is just so much. Well, there's a New Day segment, but
Kevin Owens going more sadistic.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. So we open Raw with Stephanie coming out because
that's what everyone needs.
I'm honest. I'm gonna say it. I missed this Stephanie. The Stephanie that will slap the shit out of your mouth. I'm sorry, slap the taste out of your mouth. Because that's essentially what this promo is. Because she calls out Roman Reigns and he's like, "All right, you gonna fire me? No, I'm not gonna fire you. I'm just gonna do this: slap, 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 slap."
One more thing.
Vince is back. You get to talk to him.
You thought you could get rid of me.
I really wish we could, because you interrupted a decent... What am I saying? Thank you for interrupting a Bo Dallas R-Truth match.
Well, in reality, they just overconnect with the audience. Just like that Cesaro.
Oh, Lord.
Kind of makes you wonder why he booked those wrestlers in that segment, but yeah, that's...
Because you gotta get me over. What the hell do you know about booking?
We know more than you. So Vince comes out and says, "I'm God." Yeah, seriously, he's God. And he's like, "I'm gonna make Reigns sweat a little more. Go to commercial." Why the fuck?
So he just takes a seat.
Oh, they had a lot of extra cocaine backstage, didn't they?
He had some pep.
Let me tell you something. The 70s never died with me, Backlash.
Oh, wow, you're still here. So as Vince is like, getting word from stagehands, "Hey, we're back from commercial," he's like, "All right." No, I'm sorry, Vince, could you please?
Give me a second. Okay. All right.
That's why he showed up an hour late, because he was snorting cocaine in his limo.
Snorting cocaine! This is a publicly traded company, Digi. We don't want that smut around.
Right, you do heroin.
I like it. We can use it for a story. We can make the Tyler Breeze kid go from his beauty coddle career and get come heroin chic. Yes, that's what we're gonna call him.
It'll put asses in seats, damn it.
Okay, anyways, so Vince and Reigns have a little stare down because, and it's a good promo, and it's Vince doing his Vinciest to get Reigns over, except Reigns is already over in Philadelphia, which is kind of weird. And as Vince is about to fight Reigns because watching a 70-year-old man get the shit beat out of him by a 25-year-old Samoan in the prime of his life, out comes Sheamus.
Thank God for the Irish.
Why? Because you didn't want to get your ass kicked?
Yeah.
Right.
He's more marketable. You should see the sales from those Sheamus 515 shirts.
I did. They're terrible.
What?
Yeah. Anyways, so Sheamus is like, hey, the crowd, you paid to see me. No, they didn't. They honestly fucking didn't pay to see you. In fact, I'm pretty sure half the crowd got in for free. Right, Vince?
I think
What?
Sheamus...
Don't you hear those chants? They love the 515.
Okay. Get him some speed or something. I don't know.
Speed!
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
You need some speed. I'm going to get you some smack, some speed. You know.
That's what those reprobates down in WCW do, is speed.
In the words of Monty Python, get on with it!
Sorry. Fuck.
Okay, the point is they set up the rematch where if Reigns doesn't beat Sheamus, he's out of the company. Oh, wow, I can see the booking from a mile away.
Oh, yeah.
Those damn millennials, social media getting out everywhere.
No, Vince, you're just that obvious. Especially when you throw your support behind Sheamus.
Hey, I will kick you right in the tater tots.
And then Sheamus is like, oh, fella, I'll put my fucking title on the line, and then I'll like, okay, yeah, they're not going to have him lose the title or anything.
No, of course not. This is the last match we'll ever see of Roman Reigns. So
there are a lot of unhappy women right now.
Yeah, no. I'm skipping the rest of it because fuck the rest of Raw. And so we have our main event. Roman Reigns versus Sheamus, and Vince McMahon is at ringside.
Dance, puppets, dance!
And Roman Reigns is your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay.
Iron
Bite, you know what to do here.
What's the point of TLC?
Thank you. If you were just going to do this anyways, why don't you do it at the thing you've been building up for a month? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, you haven't been building it for a month because WWE doesn't know how to build to a pay-per-view anymore. Or special event, special network event, whatever the fuck they're calling them these days.
No, that is not true because NXT TakeOver London was so lovely.
That doesn't count!
NXT? Is that some kind of deodorant?
Yes, it is, Vince. Shut up. The whole TLC was Roman needs to go extreme to beat Sheamus. It doesn't work, so he goes apeshit. The next night, Sheamus is like, yeah, sure, Vince, go ahead. I can beat him again. I got the League of Nations. I mean, it's down to just, Rusev and Del Rio, but, once we dropped England, so that's dead weight off our backs. But no, it's like, fuck. Why not do it the night before? You're right. Why not do it the night before?
Well,
go ahead.
So they can't keep doing the same, dynamic they've been doing for the last 15 years.
What dynamic? There is no dynamic for the past 15 years. It's just been whatever the fuck the kids are trending about now. Vince is a year behind everything, and I fucking can't say, I can't help but look at NXT and go, kill Vince. Trips, just put a bullet in his head.
Hang on. Do you guys know that there are sneakers that have roller skates in them?
Oh my fucking god, if you put Adam Rose in one of those, I will super kick you.
Adam Rose? No. But Ambrose. That would be good for the Ambrose.
I refuse to believe NXT is really a WWE product.
It's not.
Something that is booked so perfectly just can't come from the same place as what we're getting with WWE. It just can't. It's impossible.
In fact, let's talk a little bit about NXT TakeOver London, which aired today as of recording, with some of the best booking I've seen out of the WWE since, well, forever. It's literally forever right now. You had the opening match was Asuka versus Emma, and Asuka, by the way, looking strong as hell. Emma and Dana Brooks are basically just, I don't get the hatred, but but even though I don't get it, they told the story so well.
Wait, you don't get their hatred, you mean?
No,
Or
why
the
people
hatred
don't
they get?
like Dana Brooke.
Yeah, I don't get the hatred they have for Asuka, even though Asuka's now beaten them both. In huge ways. Oh, by the way, this was a damn good match in ring too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they have very complementary styles. I mean, you got two people that can chain wrestle, but their main expressive things that they do are different. Like, Emma will stick to holds or building up to moves, whereas Oksana will just, more of a dynamic striker. She does do big moves. And Asuka, I'm sorry. Fuck. Yes, Oksana was the one that taught Asuka, and that's clearly where her wrestling skills came from.
No. Anyways, and then you had Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy versus the Mechanics, and I feel I was into this match, and I was sad to see Shatter Machine for the win. I was like, this shouldn't be how it happens, but I'm like, I got invested. Holy shit! And hey, they made me almost care about Baron Corbin. Not very well, but they almost made me care about him.
He's starting to find his niche. I'll give him that.
I will too. And then Nia Jax versus Bayley for the NXT Women's Championship was one of the best underdog stories I've ever seen.
They really, for somebody that could do something basic or basics, they showed her off in the best way possible, and Bayley just shows how great she is. Like, she made that little feel much more bigger than it is.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, for a feud that started when Eva Marie was around it and now seems to have just been dropped off the face of the planet, which I kind of hope she has been. She can't wrestle. Stop trying to make her a thing. It's like, and before that, we might be seeing Nia Jax going on up against Asuka, which is going to be amazing because Asuka can make a straw bag and a bikini look strong.
I can't think of a better metaphor. Holy shit. Yeah, Oksana is great. I mean, I really like that.
Asuka!
God damn it!
Kind of finds out.
How do you even still remember Oksana?
Freud. It's the. I don't know. I'm dumb. Shit.
Did she ever do anything besides blow Teddy Long?
Fuck if I know.
Oh, that's who you guys are talking about. Fuck.
Yeah, that's how inconsequential she is. And then we had Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor, and my God,
Joe's back. Joe's back. Joe's back. He's back.
And it was great. Oh.
It's so nice seeing Joe not
Game's
wrestle.
back.
Like he's being used properly. Oh my god.
I just my
I know, I know. I was the same way. This whole match was one of the best matches I've seen all week. And you know, watching Joe and Balor, you just see two of the greats who, oh, by the way, Finn Balor does not want to get called up to the main roster.
I don't
Who
blame.
could blame him?
Do I have to direct you to my rant on the previous show? I do not blame him one fucking bit.
No, he's looking at the main roster going, so when Triple H is over, I'll be joining the main roster. Until then, NXT champion. Mm-hmm. And, oh, by the way, the Demon came out as Jack the Ripper.
That confused the shit out of me. I mean, I get it, but I'm like, wait, shouldn't you be turning more into a monster? But I like it, but I'm confused. But it's like, it's Balor, so I'm just going to pass by. That confused me a bit, but I mean, whatever. It's good for you, London. You got an NXT show.
You know, I enjoyed this NXT show for what it was, but as I said in the last episode, there's that air that just hangs over NXT for me.
And that air it's on the network. It's plastered with, this is WWE. This is a WWE product.
The future is now, well, the future is going nowhere fast, unfortunately.
So it should be NXT. We're living the now. Just enjoy that.
I mean, NXT, yes, this is the future. This is the vision that Triple H has for the business. But you juxtapose it alongside what's going on with Vince's whatever, and you go, oh, why? Why is these products even... One is like light years ahead of the other, and the other is the main product. It should be... We should be, going on about how Roman Reigns finally captured the championship and didn't get bullshitted out of it. But no, we can't, because it's just been so screwed up. And I'm just
fucking Looty Land.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Somebody once Matthew of Botchamania, of course, said, well, Roman Reigns has been, bitching about things that, he's done to himself. And I'm like going, hold up a second here. How has Roman Reigns screwed himself? All right.
Getting hired, I guess?
Here's the list of problems that people are saying that Roman Reigns blames on Triple H, but it's really his own fault. Okay. Seth Rollins inserted himself into the WrestleMania title match. Roman dared him to, and he never bitched about it. Okay? Reigns allowed himself to be distracted from the title by Bray Wyatt. That's kind of what a distraction is supposed to be.
But he didn't really it wasn't like Bray was standing in the aisles and then Roman chased him off. They didn't establish it that way. He threw him off the damn ladder, and then Sister Abigail. That's not Reigns' fault. Some asshole came out of nowhere and beat the shit out of him.
And again, never blamed it on Triple H. Just went and took care of business.
He was like, I got to kick that guy's ass, as much as we didn't want that to happen.
And then once it was done, it was like, okay, now I'm number one contender. Still not a problem that he's blaming on Triple H. After Rollins gets injured, Triple H is like, so you just want the title shot? And Reigns is like, nah, I want to earn it. How is that? He doesn't blame Triple H for that. He just goes, meh, whatever. After winning the title, Reigns attacked Triple H when he comes out to congratulate him on his title win, leaving himself open to be cashed in on for the second time in less than a year.
I mean...
Does anybody trust Triple H?
That's more Sheamus' fault. Unless, they didn't establish clearly that it was like, yeah, Triple H told me this was my night, and so he concocted a plan where he went to the ring, and then I would come out and kick him in the face, and bravo, corporate plans, we win. No, they didn't do that. Sheamus just was like, I'm gonna kick him in the face. Hey, you authority guys, look after me. Am I right?
Again, that was never established. Triple H offered Reigns a rematch, albeit with a short time limit, that Reigns failed to take advantage of. No, the League of Nations came out and formed itself.
To be fair, you can kind of blame that on Triple H, where it's like that's a dick move.
Again, guess what? Reigns never blames none of this on Triple H. The only time he blames Triple H is when he loses at TLC. Wait. That wasn't him blaming Triple H. That was him snapping. How is any of this Triple H's fault, and how is Reigns blaming him on there? He's not. He never does.
I always thought that was very weird how he seemed to have some sort of beef with Triple H when I just didn't see it in the booking or whatever.
Didn't see it at all. No build. There was no real beef. It was only at the end when at TLC, which has no point now because they completely erased it.
Which makes you wonder why the fuck they bothered doing it.
Didn't I say that years ago with Bound for Glory?
And now a compilation of us saying that in different episodes.
Don't make me do extra work.
Fuck, I think we're spinning our wheels at this point. So
we kind of are. So let's finish this up.
Lozenges, please, lozenges.
Yeah, hang on. I'm out of water.
All right. So are we gonna do what does Cassius Ohno regret, or it's all HBK's fault? Because I got two games going on here.
I don't care.
Well, one's for I guess what did.
Screw it. We're doing what does Cassius Ohno regret? And this is purely NXT because fuck HBK.
What did HBK do to you? Jesus.
He exists. All right. What does Cassius? What does
I
Cassius?
can just hear the hate mail being written.
I know.
We have hate mail.
Yeah, I get hate mail. I get hate mail from a lot of people. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. Did you get my package?
Mostly from Magpie, but trying to be different wrestlers. But sometimes I actually get hate mail from HBK. Dear Ironbite, it is not my fault that I super kicked Steve.
Okay, Backlash is gonna kill you. Let's play the game.
All right, so what does Cassius Ohno regret? Not being in London to chant, "Hey, hey, Bailey, do 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 do. I want to go if you'll be my girl."
Dun, 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 ow. Ah.
And that's the entire reason we did that bit.
They did the whole thing. Well, I can't possibly top that, so I'm not going to try.
None of us can.
Nope.
Yes, I know.
Hey, drop that mic.
Yeah.
It's plug time. I'll do it because apparently I'm on a roll.
I don't know. I had him up, but I didn't know if someone else was going to jump in front of me.
Wait, were there our plugs from last year?
No.
Visit us at the
Reviewtopia.
All right. Oh, fuck, no. Be sure to chat with us at IslaDriverWrestling.net, where we are part of the OSW Podcast Network. Listen to the great content like OSW Review, the Attitude Era Podcast, the New Generation Podcast, and the New Blood Rising Podcast, and join the community to discuss all things wrestling and MMA. Shouldn't they be out of the Attitude Era by now? I don't know. You can follow us on
Attitude.
Yeah. You can follow us on Twitter at DarkMatch Pod, like us on Facebook at DarkMatch Podcast, and subscribe on YouTube at DarkMatch Podcast. And you can subscribe to the audio version of our podcast on iTunes, on Stitcher, and on Podbean. And make sure you leave a comment, because we like comments. We like them a lot.
Unless they're from TNA Smarks. And with that, I am your foxy friend Backlash, and I got stuff to blow up.
I'm Ironbite.
I'm Magpie. I'll be struggling with adversity later, but I will overcome it.
And I'm DigiPig.
Good night and good luck.
Oh, God, it's gonna keep me going forever.